What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to yet again another episode of the Honda Recap. Thank you all for coming back today. The channel is growing. Hopefully by the time you're seeing this, we have hit 4,000 subscribers. So I'm super glad to say that we are a growing community. Thank you to everybody who has helped, shared, commented, and liked this video. But like I said, if this is your first time ever joining here, the Honda Recap, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell so you're notified every Monday night at 8 o'clock when this thing airs, and hit that thumbs up button. If you know somebody who's not following this channel, share this video, put it in any groups that you're a part of. Let's grow this community as much as possible. Essentially what I'm trying to do here is go over all the things that are happening on the Honda universe here on YouTube so you can stay up to date with what's going on with your favorite YouTube creators in the Honda world. A lot of us have jobs, families, friends, things going on the weekends. We can't catch up and binge on our favorite YouTubers. So this is basically so we can all stay up together, hang out, and have one time where we can all discuss what's going on here in the comments below. So make sure you go down there, say what's going on. If you see somebody you recognize, start a conversation. All right, guys, to kick this off, I wanted to go over some of the things I talked about last week, which was the Honda YouTube Build Challenge. That's the non-VTEC budget build challenge that is going on here on YouTube. There's a bunch of people that are actually getting involved right now, so that's really cool. I wanted to go over some of the people as I hear information. But to not spend a lot of time on it, let's go ahead and kick this off with, if you've been watching YountStatic, he made a video on possible shell that he wanted to use, which was a Del Sol, but he had a friend that actually wanted to get back in to building a car, and that shell could be great for him. So I think he's gonna pass that up, and not so much because he doesn't want the Del Sol, but because his passion is actually with the EFs. That's what his channel is about, that's where his knowledge base is. So he feels, you know what, if I'm gonna bring something to the table, I should bring something I'm all about, and that's the EF chassis. So stay tuned to see what car he actually picks for the challenge. With that said, we got Shane over from Froman Productions actually got a free CRX shell. It's white, it looks very good, and as of a couple days ago, if you watched his latest video, he did get a new motor. We'll talk about that soon. Newly added to the list, we got Burton Racing. You might have actually seen this channel or heard of them from SP Tuning. Pablo actually made a video on a very budget-friendly coil-on plug ability to put in your B-Series by adding an adapter basic PCB into your ECU, and that's actually made by Burton Racing. So make sure you go check their channel out. They got a lot of cool stuff coming up as well. Following that, we still got the other people. I still don't know about Hunter Tuned. I don't know if he's fully going to be into this build, but I know there's a couple other people as well, along with AutoSauce, SP Tuning, Yoast Built, and a few other people. I got a couple questions I have for the challenge as well. Some of the things I'm wondering, if there's a lot of people that have actually hit me up, and other people like, hey, how do I get involved? What do I need to do? So as far as I know, you can basically join in as long as you have a YouTube channel that can document everything that's going on, a non-VTEC Honda engine, 450cc injectors, and then be able to actually make it to wherever the track is going to be. Aside from that, I have no idea when there's a deadline, official registration, or anything like that. So I've basically been telling people, you know what, you should reach out to possibly AutoSauce, maybe reach out to Pablo from SP Tuning, just basically make a video explaining, hey, I want in this, and contact the right people. That's my only advice I have for you. As far as that is, I don't have the deadline or any other information to give you guys. I'm just kind of going off the stuff that I have from the groups that I'm in and the people I talk to. I'm really excited to see the builds that are coming out of this. I see a lot of pictures, and I have a lot of insight and a lot of behind the scenes knowledge, but I'm really happy that this is coming along. We should get this a little more organized, at least from the organizer's perspective, get a lot more feedback out there. I think a lot of people want to get in on this, but there needs to be a little bit more guidelines and possibly an end date as to when people can actually get in and this thing kicks off. Aside from that, I'm really excited to see what you guys are bringing to the table. Let's make this challenge a big one. All right, a couple channels I wanted to talk about that basically just good congratulations out there to Justin from 79th Production that just broke the 40,000 subscriber mark. Props to you, man. You've been doing a lot of work. I know that one of the latest videos you just put out was kind of like a what I did to your $300 budget build Civic. You did a lot of work with your bare hand, showed you that, you know what, you can do this on a budget, anybody can, and you learned to do some things like paint the car in different ways that you've never done before. That was a really awesome video. Next up, I wanted to talk about YountStatic. If you've been following along, he's been putting a lot of effort out, making videos almost daily. And you know what? YouTube actually made him a trending creator, which is very awesome for all the work that he's been putting in. His channel, YountStatic, was actually being featured on the trending page on YouTube, which is huge because you know what? A lot of people that don't actually follow cars or don't actually follow anything specific on YouTube could run by his channel, and if they're interested in cars, that would be a great introduction to YountStatic's channel. He's got a plethora of content, so it's really great to see that he was put on the trending page. Props to you, man. Keep doing your hard work. It's definitely paying off. All right, guys, with that said, I want to kick this off with some channels that we haven't really talked about in the past, but I want to bring them up now because they have some really cool stuff right now. And to kick it off, we got Garage Specivic, S-P-E Civic, Specivic. It's a really cool channel showing you how to do a lot of body work, right, with your bare hands in your garage with not a lot of tools. I think they have an EK hatch, and they've been building it in the garage, showing you high and low spots, how to use Bondo, body panels, and it's a lot of stuff you don't actually see on YouTube. You see a lot of engine builds or body kits, or not quite body kits, but you know, putting stuff on your car for aesthetic reasons. And for the most part, I'm really liking the Garage Specivic channel because they're showing you how to make body work being done. If you followed the Vasile build with Monica a really long time ago, they basically did a really awesome build on his Integra. They're doing the same exact thing with the Civic, but they're actually showing you how to do things with the car. It's an awesome thing to see because, like I said, no one's really doing body work aside from Bodhi Vision on YouTube, so I'm really happy that you're putting that knowledge out there. Following that, we got Whitfield Fabrication. They've got a lot of videos coming out. You probably know them from roll bars, belly pans, drag wings for the EK, a lot of EF subframes. Yes, that same company, Whitfield Fabrication, is starting a YouTube channel. They're working with Danny Alaniz, the Camera Mafia. I've talked about that in the past. Amazing camera work and a bunch of product features. They've uploaded a lot of videos on their channel. All channels are listed below. Definitely check out the Whitfield Company. That's what the name is here on YouTube. And they have all their videos for all the products that they've been working on behind the scenes that are slowly and finally being released. The camera work is awesome because they've been working with the Camera Mafia. This guy's, you know, pulling out all the stops. We're talking $6,000, $10,000 cameras to really present in the highest resolution they can all the work that Whitfield Fabrication is actually putting to the table. So definitely check them out. Speaking of the Camera Mafia, this guy also, Danny Alaniz, has put a lot of videos out on his personal channel, which I'll list below as well. He goes back to the early 90s. Definitely brings a lot to the table. He's been bringing a lot of videos that he's been making for Golden Eagle, Whitfield Racing, and a bunch of other cars, even the Sheepy built Lambo. That was his work behind all of that. So I'm really happy to know that he's putting out more videos. It's about time we see a lot more of the footage. He's got so many videos in the stockpiles. I've been working with him off camera to really try to get his video and build his channel. So definitely go watch a lot of his videos. They're not just product reviews. They're very well shot and edited videos. All right, next up we got James D. Guy. This is another guy that's actually been on YouTube for a very long time. Really cool dude. In the latest video, he's actually prepping for a J-Swap Civic. If you haven't really been following his channel, he goes back a while. He has a lot of single cam footage, obviously a lot of Civics, but in his latest video, he's pulling out the sound deadening in the Civic to get it ready for a J-Swap. I'm really excited to this because I haven't really seen a J-Swap here on YouTube. So props to you, man. Really happy to see you building one. Next up, we got Roice Natividad. He actually lives here in the Bay Area. He has an FG2. He just wrapped it. It's on bags, but I think he's starting to get a little sick of the car, but not sick in a negative way, just more so he wants a different platform. I think he's really eyeing the FA5 platform. So in his latest video, he actually shows you that he's taking down his car. He's gonna pull the vinyl off, sell the airbags, the wheels, get everything as back to stock as he can, try to sell it and get himself into an FA5. I think it's a chassis that he really wants to get into. It is very awesome. I recommend this chassis to a lot of people. I made a video a long time ago about my friend James and his FA5 that he fully tracked out. It's an amazing, capable platform if you're looking to just haul people around, or if you want to take it to the track. It's got one of the best K-series you can have, and even LSD at times. After that, we got Steven Ocasio finally sitting down after the car has reached a pinnacle point where he can finally sit there and tell you what he's got into the car, how he built it, and the reason he's building it. His dad is doing a lot better, so I'm really happy that you're having fun with him again. And in his latest video, he's actually out there wrenching on cars. I already told you, you know what? That guy's not gonna stop. So I'm really happy that you were able to sit down, show us what you have into your car, what you built, hanging out with your dad, and your life's getting back on track. Props to you, man. Keep putting out videos. I'm loving everyone. Speaking of being back to videos, we got Chris from VHB Engines. If you've been following his channel for a long time, he kind of does a lot of breakdowns on different motors, pros and cons, what you can build in certain things, expectations, and, you know, general forum questions. He kind of sits there in a podcast format and explains a lot of stuff from his point of view, which comes from a mechanic's point of view, which is very awesome, knowing that you're a Honda guy. I'm glad that you're settled in, you're making videos again. I've been wondering where you are. All right, next up, we got Stickydiljoe and the Chronicles, covering a lot of the things that was going out there at the FF battle recently. Really good to see what's going on with you and Utah and the racetrack and all the builds that you have going on there. Aside from FF battle, you get to see all the behind the scenes from Ibach and Weekfest and the preparations and things like that, because he's one of the main people that started and is continuing to run everything about it. So definitely check out the latest videos. He has a podcast. Actually, it's a couple weeks old now. I'm expecting the new one to come out. So hopefully if you're watching this, man, let's get with those podcasts. All right, this guy is coming to a closure with his wagon and this. That's John Widmer with Garage Built Hondas. In his video, he kind of explains that him and his family are actually trying to move into a different home, so he doesn't need like 6 EFs. I mean, of course you do, man. What are you doing? But I get it. You've had the wagon for quite some time. You wanted to see it go to a good home. So in his latest video, he takes a lot of the stuff that he wanted to keep, put into his CRX, and actually sold the wagon and some extra parts for a good amount of money, hopefully to a good home, and got to see it go. I understand this. Sometimes you can't hold on to so many cars and you got to let one go. And I know you've had the car, I believe, like 6 years or something like that. So don't worry about it being an instructional video. It technically still was, because I didn't know that you could use, I think, like a Volvo lip on a wagon. That was interesting. That was a cool thing to pick. I think you said it was a Volvo lip. Aside from that, man, I'm glad it went to a good home. You're moving on, and I can't wait to see what your next project will be or what you plan to do with the Civic next. Following that, we got Chris, Lazy Man Garage, helping other people with his cars. I can't say that enough. You help so many people with your projects, and I see that you got a lot of cool parts for the CRX. You've got a couple new sponsors, so props to you, man. I just wanted to throw you in here because you're helping your friends all the time, even a Genesis. And you know what? Cars in general, you don't care who shows up. You have the knowledge to just tackle the project. In your latest video, I think your friend had some shifter slop. Didn't stop anything. You guys got the car up, bushing swapped out, and all back together, working till like 3 in the morning on your friend's clutch as well. Props to you, dude. I'm super happy. All right, YountStatic, once again, actually has a lot of things going on right now. And as of the latest video, I think he actually got an all-wheel drive trans, which is something he's been really needing to go all-wheel drive personally here with his wagon. He got notified out to the pick and pull at just the crack of dawn, just rubbing his eyes. You know what? I gotta go. Him, picked up a friend, hit the junkyard, got the all-wheel drive transmission and a couple other goodies. Props to you, man. I'm really happy that, you know what, you have a pegboard of different things you want to get done and nothing's going to stop you to do it. All right, next thing we got Shane from Froman Productions. Actually got a crazy video going for you if you're interested in Frankenstein builds. He's over at Yost Built's house looking at a bunch of cars. Yost got so many random car parts in the garage, but Shane actually picked up a really oddball of a motor, and I believe it's already in the car, which is he wastes no time. It was probably been a day or 2 or possibly 3. We're just talking a combination of F-Series and H-Series and a whole hodgepodge of different things. The Delta cams, an F-Series block, an F-Series head, I won't tell you which ones, and an H22 crank. Definitely check out the video if you're into weird Frankenstein builds. Yost has a lot of knowledge there, and Shane's in for a treat. I want to see the video of you actually driving this car because the engine really interests me. I want to see how it revs, what power it makes, and what you plan on doing with it. Next up, we got Humble Performance. As you guys know, they've been building some crazy all-motor builds, and I think as of lately, they had a 400, 500, or 600 horsepower K-Series motor on the dyno. It's finally together on the dyno. I won't give you out any numbers. Definitely check out Humble Performance's latest video for that. I'm really happy to see how much people are pushing the K-Series and all-motor. The all-motor class in the drag racing scene is actually blowing up. That's really great to see because turbos were actually winning for a while. It's incredible to see like a 7-second B-Series turbo motor, but to see a lot of really low 10 K-Series all-motor cars is amazing. It's definitely pushing the Honda brand and chassis to its limits, and just knowing that, you know what, we can do this with 4 cylinders and we don't need forced induction. Following that, we got Chris Sadowski, got a great upgrade for his DA, and you know what, we already know he's got the K20A2 and the VIN matching trans, and in the latest video he actually shows you the K-Tuned Pro billet shifter in his car. That's really, really awesome that K-Tuned is helping him push forward, push on that car. I think he had kind of a conversion plate in his car, but he wasn't really too happy with it after driving around with it, doing a lot of pulls, doing some canny runs. He wanted something a little bit more specific, I guess, for a lack of a better term, in his shifting. So I really think that K-Tuned Pro shifter is going to do you well. In your latest video, he actually showed us how he used it, how direct his shifting was. I'm really happy to say that it's really going to help you moving forward. I want to see you at the track and put that really to use. All right, last but not least, we got Zosh. If you've been following along, this guy trolled the world as if he was getting rid of the Integra. Totally not getting rid of the Integra, but he was getting rid of the B20V. The stock block gang lost the leader. So I don't know how to feel about that. But I guess the world has to go K now. But like I said, guys, you know what? Let's be happy for Zosh. He got a K24A2, matching transmission, K-Pro, RBC manifold by a subscriber, I think, and he's got a lot of other things in the works. I believe CSF is actually going to get involved in the build, help the motor, help the cooling situation going on with the Integra. So much content is on its way when everybody thought, you know what, that's going to be it. He's going to get his Evo. But the day he gets his Evo, man, that's going to be crazy. But as of now, Christina is definitely going to be running a K-Series. He's got a lot of things aligned up, and I'm super happy how fast you were able to actually move your B-Series stuff to help the next build. And you know what? We already know you can do daily videos. We already know you can edit those very well. I'm super excited to see you just put all of that energy into the build and the videos and actually get the K-Series moving on. I think we're on episode 2. Let's get out with episode 3, man. I'm definitely waiting for that. All right, guys, with that said, that's it for this episode of the Honda Recap. Thank you, everybody who's come back again. Definitely growing here in the community. I'll have everybody's video linked to their videos or their channels in the description below. Definitely click that link. Go watch their videos. Subscribe if you're not. Make sure you hit subscribe and that like and share these videos. I really love all the support that's going on. Head over to hondavlogs.com/shop. Pick yourself up a shirt. I know it's getting cold. I added some sweatshirts and hoodies, and I'm really gotten a lot of stuff going on. I want to get some hats together and some stickers and things like that. I'm working with people to get some better designs because I want to bring something cool here. Again, thank you all for coming back here. This has been another week of the Honda Recap. Catch you in the next week, guys. Peace.